Well, happy National Bookkeeping Week. We celebrate with all the bookkeepers across Canada, particularly those who are members of CPB Canada. I just asked Sam, bookkeeping is really at the core of what we do, and it's the basic necessity of any small business, both for tax filing compliance, as well as knowing how your business is positioned for growth and to ensure that you're profitable and that you have cash flow to pay expenses that may be coming up. Ask any business owner who has experienced a bad bookkeeper. Unfortunately, there are no restrictions in Canada on who can call themselves a bookkeeper or an accountant for that matter. But as bookkeeping is the backbone of your business, it's important that you select your bookkeeper carefully. Today, I thought it was important to discuss what questions you might want to ask if you're looking for a new bookkeeper. So, the first one that I would ask about is what are their credentials? A lot of the software certifications, they only really indicate knowledge of that specific software. And the test to get that certification doesn't really cover bookkeeping fundamentals. Another thing you might want to ask about is their education. Have they taken online courses or college or university courses? Really, what I would encourage to look for is a CPB designation. It's the standard for Canada. There's a few other bookkeeping designations, but CPB is the most common. And what it means if someone has a CPB designation is that they've completed a proctored bookkeeping exam, which is generally testing around a college level accounting bookkeeping knowledge. It also means that they've had 2 reference letters verifying at least 3 years of experience. There's also accountability if there are complaints that you can then reach out to CPB to have them work out or deal with the member appropriately. CPB also has levels, so everyone starts as a member by signing up and paying a fee. Then by submitting references and completing tests, they can move up to the apprentice level and the technician level before they achieve their full CPB designation. You may also want to ask where or who will the work be done by? Is the firm subcontracting or outsourcing the work? Unfortunately, it's becoming more common in accounting and bookkeeping firms. Just Ask Sam isn't one of them. All of your work is completed by employees of the firm, and it will never leave the country. The other important question to ask is there someone to cover and make sure the work gets done if someone is sick or needs time off? The third thing I would ask is their years in business. Do they have reviews? Do they have references and testimonial? I'll admit I'm bad at asking for reviews, but no reviews or poor reviews are an obvious red flag. If requested, any bookkeeper should be able to provide current clients who can vouch for their experience with the business. The fourth thing I would ask for is, are there systems in place, both for security of sharing sensitive documents, but also to ensure that deadlines don't get missed. Number 5, I would ask about is their insurance. Most businesses should have a general liability policy, but for bookkeepers, they should also have errors and omissions, and commonly now also a cybersecurity. This is both for the business owner's protection, but also there's another avenue if there's problems dealing with the business. Just Ask Sam maintains policies for all 3 of those. I hope that gives you a good idea of what to look for if you're looking for a new bookkeeper and the type of things you want to investigate and ask about. If you have any questions about any of these items and how we address each of them, feel free to reach out. Just Ask Sam.